I took a bit of a nap earlier, so that's why I started this episode later than planned. So yeah. So yeah.
What's
So
this?
it's good.
You also believe in God. Jacob, I won't have any use.
What? You don't believe in the prophet?
No, I believe in prophecy, but I also believe in another story. The story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean, couldn't live apart from it.
Wow.
Time wore on. People desired to live on land, developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus, the people set foot on land. So, if you ask me, when water rises and takes us all, it'll be like going home.
Oh, oh, yes, that one before. But you can't live underwater.
For
You'll die. You totally can't take it.
yeah, people could end up dying, bro.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being evolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
Except it does.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's talking about. My apologies for not recognizing you earlier. Oh, a magic pocket? You really thought of everything. I guess it's better to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Hey, oh, please, also thank the magician on my behalf when you get the chance.
Yeah, because you were saved by Lainey and Lynette, or Lenny, or, or whatever his name was. I honestly would have never expected to meet Lainey and Lynette be the first two people we meet in Fontaine, but I never expected that. I thought they would have been like side characters, if I'm being honest. Okay, the first one out of the two we meet is Lynette, bro. Then Lainey. So, so yeah, basically we meet them around the same time. So yeah. In terms of the actual characters that people care, the actual characters that's important to the story. In terms of that, so yeah.
Huh? I don't want that thing. The way I see it, if the prophet is true, it's still going to be a long time before the water can cover everything. Life is all about living in the moment. Can't you sit there and worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Don't take it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
All right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now. I'd really rather not.
Two out of the three don't want to leave, and this NPC name, Galadi, does have a point. Life is about living in the moment. Like if you worry too all the time in life, you're never really gonna fully enjoy it. But yeah. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to press that. I meant to press this. That's why. Let's press this. This. Sorry. Originally, I was gonna do this stream shortly after the My Hero Otomo stream, but I was still a little tired, bro, from from early. As you can tell in my Hero Otomo episode,
Oh? You
I was
already
still.
handed out
Oh,
all of the magic pockets? Hmm. That's a fact. So, what do people have to say? I bet you heard some, interesting opinions.
Okay, so as I was saying with the whole shit, but I was gonna stream this a few minutes after My Hero Ultra, but if you watched my My Hero Ultra stream earlier, you could tell that I was still a little tired, bro, from waking up too early. So as a result, I decided to take a bit of a nap. The nap lasted roughly around 2 hours. So yeah, and as a result, I decided to just push back this episode by around 2 hours. So yeah, yeah.
Yes, but that will change once disasters strike. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare. Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing in some more material.
Okay.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some maritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
Wait 1 second. Can you check something? I'm saying really, Rex Viper, really, James Ralph, bruh, the angry video game nerd himself. So yeah, I was only gone for like a couple of seconds, just like. Okay, what the hell am I even doing, bro? I don't know why I went all the way up here, bro. Like, I thought the material was gonna be up there, bro, if I'm being honest. Keep it a buck with you guys, so yeah. So yeah. Here's my ultimate plan, y'all guys. I complete Chapter 4, Act 1 first. Then I'll get to Escoffier's story. Then I'll go to Interlude Part 4, bro. Before continuing on with Fontaine as a whole. So yeah. And then we'll see from there. I know the first two cutscenes for Chapter 5 we have to redo, bro. Via a YouTube video, bro. Wonder, can you replay cutscenes though in this game, bro? it seems like Lynette is the only Fontaine character to have a hangout event, it seems. So, yeah. So what happens? So no hangout events afterwards? I think to myself, so yeah. Oh, so I have to go this way. So it's a nice ass waterfall though. Talk to Laney. So
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced puzzler. I've also finished collecting the piece here.
except I make mistakes at times, so yeah.
Maybe next time you'll feel like helping Steve in this.
No, please. It is hard feeling like this. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Oh, fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the Court of Fontaine.
So, we're going to the Court of Fontaine before we go to the Opera House? Good. Then I can tour outside this splendid city and play.
And they both just walked off before Pilot Kid finished, bro.
Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh?
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what we're really doing. Watch her movements carefully. Keep her voice down. When music is ready to capture, it seems to slow your breath. Perhaps this is split up. You take and ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape out if she tries to run.
Understood.
Alright, let's go.
So we have to take that elevator, bro. Yeah, let's do this shit. Long way up, long way down, bro. I'll go this way, okay.
This is the spot where Lily wanted us to be. Oh, look! Look at her!
Yeah. Ray, stop her. Watch out, it's to block this path. Wait, but there's no sign of the thief. Seems there's no reason for us to stay here. function, bro.
Are you sure that's all she took? You could check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
Bro, you probably could have stolen something important from your ass.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks again.
Alright.
Oh, are you a girl with a piece of stone?
That's right. Maybe I was using it to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw the general direction she was, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure she was okay. Oh, did you get hurt there?
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, she's feeling better already.
If you want to play it being serious, at least try not to get like me. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail a performance over the phone.
You're right, you're right. Sorry, Jenna. I have to admit that the thief is even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least
Yeah,
he
no
was able to
shit.
get the stolen item back, so it wasn't a complete thing.
Listen, little thief. You got all that in one bag. Where's the naked peanut?
All right, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the Court of Fontaine now.
Yeah, go. Go to Port of Fontaine.
So, you guys just started going to the zoo? Oh, things are fun to get around. You guys find things really know how to use water.
Bro.
This is an aqueduct. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
It's too boring, even when I'm riding with you.
Oh shit.
No, that's not what I meant. It's just well, we don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
So. Who the fuck is running? I saw someone running towards us.
Oh, excuse me. The place is just in here, and it was just a minute.
Hello. I don't believe we.
Aisha, a reporter from the chamber.
Alright.
Nice to meet you. From the Steamboat, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performance.
It's an honor to meet you. Oh, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across the net?
I guess to say that.
Amazing! That recognize everybody on the community! I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know these things, would I? Wow, the day must be my day. Who knew I would end up on the same boat as famous VIP? Could my achievements finally be showing me some favor? Yes, Alice. Why didn't you play the plan? Well, when there's an anniversary movie finally recovered the prize at the opera. There's so many. It's really expensive as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topic. For example, reporting on how a scammer wants to use vulnerable girls as a relationship. Or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
That would definitely get my
So
attention.
let's find out what one really awesome is exclusive, sensational secret package with the country. These smaller stories that I wish to talk. Oh, a self-delivery. I've been following a case. Well, a series of cases mean the serial disappearances of young women. Right. These things are the cups that's telling us now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen.
Alright.
Friday the 1st was exact ready to publish and the case finally cracked. And it's the headline story in the paper. When that happened, I bet all the other reporters took those tears of ecstasy. I've already gathered all kinds of material. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed. So, what do you say? Serial disappearances of young women case. You mean Cobra hasn't been found? That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago.
Wow.
And several months after a turn of the time, another girl disappeared. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they all vanished without a trace.
Wow.
But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with it. But shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
And there must be more than one criminal at work.
Yes, possible. But these are very fascinating that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation. I just imagine for a second what I would do if Lynette was to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Danny.
You continue talking on the aqua bus. Before you know it, you arrived at your destination.
Hey, we're almost there, look!
Wow. It looks so beautiful, bro. It looks so beautiful, bro. Sorry, I'm eating soup, bro.
Look, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life would be full of pleasant little surprises like this. Yeah, I think about it. The ride was not just different. I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Or 1 second.
Okay, I don't know if you can try some food salad. Yeah. Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me for tea later after. Hey, heck yeah. Always running around and interviewing everyone. Well, where should we go now?
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the material to collect.
Alright.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, I wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Alright, what's wrong with this shit? Wow. Oh, it's nice, bro. Wow, this city looks nice, bro. So this is the main city of Fontaine, bro. Well, we're still in Act 1 of Chapter 4. We still gotta complete Act 1 first. to his ship.
This is our current abode. Ah, Feminine, you're home. Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, so that person's
They
Terminator.
all just went on a moment ago. I see. Everyone is getting busier now. Their father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Feminine. He is a phenomenal diver. Hello.
Look, my name is Turner, and this is the Tiger. Oh, you sound very proud to have a tiger as a brother, Lily.
Lenny sure seems to have a big family.
Lenny, could you come here for a moment? Hmm? What is it, Feminine? Do you have something to tell me?
It's alright, you go ahead.
Okay, let's see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Feminine? Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you. That's our Feminine. Always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Oh, it's raining. The Fontaine.
Looks like rain.
Oh, good. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Something's weather really weird.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House. But don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
What's wrong, Feminine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. But we don't know where the dragon lives. Every time it leaves, skies will cloud up and pour out rain. And I am challenged. My mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro dragon! Hydro dragon! Don't cry!
That Hydro Dragon be the element dragon of Fontaine.
Hydro dragon, but running the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let's climb and try something. Hydro dragon, don't cry!
It did not work.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all. You know, it might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. It's always so wrong. Sorry. It might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
That's sometimes rain tough.
It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Is there something we needed to do, Lily?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last opera bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the opera bus to the island of Airneer. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Oh, sir, you go ahead.
Are you leaving now? What is it, Feminine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps you could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there? I'm afraid that Feminine can be quite introverted. And the boss tends to be pretty talkative. Feminine has always been a little afraid of her.
What's the hell? Don't worry, we're on the case.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Oh, you really don't need. This is where I can apply for that.
Alright. Go to the workshop.
Thanks again, Lisa. I really can't deal with that noise.
though, but so Fontaine looks really nice, bro.
Oh, hello there. New customer? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me. Oh, no. We just need to deliver some materials. Meanwhile, this is Oh. What was it called again? These must be from the deposit. You should tell right away. I've already used several orders worth now.
Do we need to pay?
No, no need. They've already paid me several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold. Wow. So, is there any actually related? I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine. Hey! Is this the deal you used to make with me? That was really a bit. And why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology and make things a kind of time.
Yeah, so basically Fontaine is relatively advanced compared to the other nations he went to in the game so far. So yeah. Like it felt like it felt like honestly it felt like we're in the 1200s in terms of the other nations. But over here it feels like the 1700s. Over here in Fontaine it feels like.
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I've been putting in layman's terms for years. But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by vanadium. It's the type of energy that's produced from trials. Huh? How can trials produce energy? Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself. But basically, when a trial is in session, the overseas people meet them and use something out how these people believe in justice and convert it into energy to be used all around Fontaine. So that's what another function is? I heard that the art piece was created by the archives of Genshin. But let's put this together. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Well, Venti and Nahida both said.
Oh, yeah! So that means the hydro archon relies on a machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for our Fontaine, right? Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides Indemnidium, we have another type of energy called pneumatia. It isn't produced by the power of the archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work then. Here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I shouldn't mind that. You were.
It's you again. Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the moral oil to come for recovery early next month? Why are you hungry now?
Yeah, but how do we know that they won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
Huh? This is so great for the right stuff. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave.
Alright.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around...
Oh, Child is here.
Sell your own gens first.
Oh, it's Child's here. AKA Tartagula.
If Contrarius Cabrier wants to post clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of more. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to a little conversation here? You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Huh? See, you don't like how it's done to you, bruh. So don't do it to. So don't do it to this regular person right here. Like, see, see what happens, bruh. See how you don't like it being done to you, bruh. So yeah. So don't do shit that you don't like, bruh. That or better yet, don't do something that that you don't like being done to you. So yeah. Like you was hounding that lady over more, and now since Charlie is doing the same thing to you don't like it, huh?
Traveler, come on. I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
It's supposed to be you. What are you doing here if I did? You didn't want to stay and sit down?
You sure seem to have a run into last Wednesday.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
I'm sure we will avoid anything that you find interesting. Besides, I took care of some to go so far. Like that?
I think we've already weathered enough storms for now.
Hey, you, Brooklyn Bank boy. Getting something?
Not in a rush. Not often I run into the traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
Stop, you kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends? Listen to me, boy. You want Kimura? Fine. Why don't you please?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, traveler, the last time I took Tony and Future ice fishing, Future said,
Hey, that's way over the line. All right, boys. Let's see who has to pay up now.
Oh, so we have to fight these three idiots.
can you at least
No,
let
like
me
four
finish 1
idiots.
second? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with their clients, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Okay, sure.
I'm sure this won't be long.
So I don't like when Tartagula, aka Chow, uses the bow and arrow. I prefer him using that sword, that he uses against his opponents. So yeah.
Don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you know. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northwind Bank. Got it? Huh?
What?
Now's my chance.
That was weird. I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydropowers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
How could that happen? First time Island's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
You better not use your delusion too often.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
What kind of reason is that? Wait, when did you get down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. So recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why,
but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just that is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That is a possibility.
What about this power?
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown event. And during that time, I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Sir. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques.
Oh.
One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
What did you awaken?
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
A whale? Oh, that's so familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that came to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I think because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. You blew a picture to kind of.
It's very possible though.
So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe he knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Sir and that unknown event. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into this.
Oh, sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
Oh, more work for the Northland Bank?
And no, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelist? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist.
Wow.
The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, he'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Corinne, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I've been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's style for you. I don't feel like you heard that from someone before. Huh.
When we met the hydraulic
Oh,
one.
before I forget, I want you to have this.
Huh? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel. So, I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Someone knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come back to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
That sleazy guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever, the timeline. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before it is for fun.
We walked on the floor of Fontaine.
Yeah, I could have seen that coming. The reporter who's been moving around for most of the story was a murderer all along.
Hey, don't blow it out, Pylon.
Sorry. I was just surprised, that's all. I never thought that was coming. And murder mystery novels here are amazing.
I never thought I'd see a day with Paimon would enjoy reading.
The whodunit here in Fontana are far different than the light novels you see from Night Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novels.
Thing is, they're the ones in Inazuma are light novel Paimon. They're basically like a mixture of a novel and a manga, bro. Essentially, so yeah.
It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon is just reading. You should buy a copy on your too.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time. Hey. Didn't you head to the Opera House to see Lily's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we need to go. Lily's up at the Opera House with all your Anita. See? We are the Opera House.
Good shit.
Now this is fancy. The Opera has closed. What a place to hold a performance. No wonder Lily and Lynette were looking forward to it. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the person at the house.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray. I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life. I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There are a lot of puppets here. Fontaine.
Huh?
Where's John?
Fontaine.
Fontaine.
This time? Did you just say something, Pylon?
No, I didn't say anything. Are you doing it?
Thanks.
Welcome to the Fountain of Youth. All the water flowing through Fontaine enjoy this here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for better.
Oh, look! You just ran! What's the difference here?
When you asked them to wait with you, remember?
Ah, right.
By the way, Lynette,
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
it seems as if
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, she's the middle of the day. Not the time for sharing things.
Let's see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain what you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of her sensitivity to the hydro element? Well, what else during the voice have to do with elemental power?
Why do you try, Pioneer?
Wait, anything.
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When Paimon's doing sad? Oh, and when I'm super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should understand that tears is the most intense emotion. Like I just mentioned, the fountain of this moon is where all the flowing water on earth and working. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather to next. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
Oh, that's interesting. This exclamation.
What's with the word food?
It seems to be calling out someone's name.
Oh, the feelings in her emotions. And so I wondered what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about him, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that come look at his school year. He tends to get pretty nervous just before his appointment. So chatting with Jimmy might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Lee.
Got it. So, go see Lenny.
Traveler in China. Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We got a picture for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets.
Alright.
The Opera House has a sign seating, so you always have to make reservations. I have already reserved those seats, and here are your tickets.
Ooh, that's so cute. Thanks, Lenny.
Don't mention it. There's no need to be thanking me.
Hey, Lenny, could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll just put away for you. You go ahead, Lenny.
Those are the seats that we were assigned to, so yeah. Wow, the stage looks beautiful, bro. Yeah.
Oh, this should be our seat. Come on, let's sit down.
Oh,
Excuse me. I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all that, did that? Right here. Come on, back to the speaking of voice then. Wait, that's not it, Carmen. Sorry. Carmen's still in here too. We're talking under a breath like that. So, let's go. But, what should we talk about?
oh my god. And also this dude that's next to us. Wait, is this the COVID seating of the whole opera house, bro? Because of how many feet were apart, bro. This feels like 2020, 2021, bro. So yeah, and also, who the fuck is this Ace Attorney looking ass nigga, bro?
Oh, hi, Marcellus. You're also here early and sitting in the sun. Are you a friend of Linen's too?
A friend, you say? If Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linen then? Time on you forgot to make her introduction.
You're the one that's making it awkward, Paimon. You're the one.
What didn't you? I'm not taking the bad way.
I have heard of your deeds across the valley, and as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself.
Oh, Monsieur Nervius. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Mr. Linney.
Oh.
I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Oh, so this dude is Nouvellette. So.
Hey, Nervillette?
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervius is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. There wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
So he basically gets the Ace Attorney seat at the house.
Whoa! Sorry for being so rude just now. And I had no idea you were such an important person.
No hesitation. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to, there's someone sitting up there in a VIP seat that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
The Hydro Archon herself.
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become fascinating.
Huh? Oh, it's Serena, the Hydro icon. Huh. She has a smug and satisfied look on her face. But she has no idea that she saw right through her ass.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. So then now enjoy the show.
Huh? Was this the thing they left between the Chief Justice and the Hydro icon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Oh, venue returns over to the show again.
Oh, they're giving the lights to Gilbert Society!
For real, like, your voice is always fucking loud, Paimon.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclay. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome. Hello, everyone. I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous. Whatever. Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
The fuck?
Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be feeling the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say.
I see that at least 2 of the seats are fucking empty, bro.
You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
Oh, wow. And you dropped your cards, bro. What the fuck? Like, fucking bird appearing out of the fucking hat.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little trick. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. You'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no, I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Oh, she's back.
Whoa! There's no way to get it! How did you do that? Ah, it's embarrassing! Something like that inside the water tank? How did you disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
What's up?
If we could think easily through this trick, then I would need any skills actually like it. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to speed up with such an intentionally hidden.
That's right. I couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here.
All right.
The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistant could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap. Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box BCC. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow, I'm getting curious. Oh, do you think this is all magic things, or does Lily have actual superpowers?
Well, you see.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin. Oh, row 7C3, congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the fortress of Marape. Oh, okay. All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Prepare.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice. 60, 59, 58. 59, 58. That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you finish counting.
55, 53, 52,
I'm counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Next to Jim is the timer button might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
40, 39, 38. Mr. Reed, you all right in there? Is everything ready? Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the net. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, midair right above the audience.
Even though she's saying that, Anna doesn't seem nervous at all.
Seems all part of the show.
What was the noise? Did you hear it too?
Did it come from the stage?
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
29, 24, 43. What's wrong, Mr. Reed? I can still hear you more in there. I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right. Never mind the decoration. No, that's unacceptable. I want my to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting? 19, 18, 17. Oh, it seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds of change is still plenty of time. Almost there now. Hey, swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait. Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again. Hey, slow down! Honestly! 5, 4, 3, this doesn't count. 0.
Oh! Oh shit. What the hell, bro? Oh damn. Damn. Something bad ended up happening, bro.
Huh? What? How did it go? Mr. Lane, you're going to use magic to fix the things now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl is still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exit. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Have some time to guard. Complete their investigation.
Unfortunately, the person who's in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Winnie's magic troupe.
Wow. So one of the assistants died during the trick, bro.
Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guests from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance, and there are many indications that it is connected to the case of the serial disappearances of young women. The serial disappearances case?
What's the piece of shit I mentioned before?
And pull it off like this.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, you think such a shallow and obvious mystery as this finale. If you really underestimate it that badly, I'd say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lane, is now the prime suspect in the serial disappearances case.
What?
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
For real?
This all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being frozen, did she not? And he not? Now that I think about it, the whole speech about magicians making things disappear is nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge. Can't be right.
For real? The suspect at most.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Liddy and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that well, I think it might be a little early to talk about passing charges.
Then why the fuck you just jump to conclusions, Farina? You was just jumping to conclusions, even though that this whole incident was accidental. So yeah, it reminds me of like of one magician around Halloween night. That was actually a trick of him being stuck in a box. I think his name was the Great Houdini. He was stuck in a box, and he was going to be buried under cement as a part of his magic trick. However, during the shit, the box collapsed, and the magician ended up dying as a result due to a lack of oxygen. So yeah.
Well, what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
Kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Karina said it all.
I mean, the voice of my dear people. That's what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes. Is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, traveler. To support Lenny Mercy. After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
I trust Lenny.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the traveler and I already got with Lenny's help. Our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to have such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Eclipse. Look at that boss. Obviously lost last time.
For real, she lost.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, traveler, since Lady Karina has set you in her sight, let's put in her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment. Would I ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Lenny's defense and defend him in this case?
Yes, I am.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Lenny and his troop are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time.
Damn.
I'm really quite looking forward to seeing it.
I want to listen to the audience. You can leave alongside. Bring that and no roulette.
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! I'm scared after witnessing an accident like that.
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? You poor cow. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer? Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me.
For real, like, it was all accidental, bro. It was all just an accident, bro. Like, no one could have really predicted that whole tank would fall on Cal, bro. And that one audience member disappearing without a trace.
I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But, if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mystery, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not, and I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did.
Yeah, like, so far it has questions that we don't have answers for, so far.
Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Yes, it is very strange.
The impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened, let's just say that was impossible.
Where do you get those stupid glasses from?
I don't know when we were reading at the bookshop in the studio here. Pretty cool, huh? Anyway, why don't you get on thinking to buy them? It wasn't so much travel fun.
I think we would see on your timeline.
You have questions for that.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Thinking you agreed to be our attorney. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Won't let you down.
Please, we're going to start investigating, Lena has a question first. Where is her necklace during the performance?
Ah, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians. The secrets behind our magic are past feelings, Winnie. I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial.
For real. So yeah. And there's also documentary specials on magic tricks. It's supposed to be like magic's greatest secrets. I think so yeah.
It's truly a privilege. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating area.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation team is still here. To pass the time on it, I get paid.
Bitch, take off that stupid glasses, bitch.
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
We're Lenny and Lynette's attorney.
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Karina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I was you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Lynn's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troop long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cal inside it.
Why was Cal inside?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The rope holding the tank was then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Lee is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Yeah. Well, I can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorney. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases. And I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
But that's not always true.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
It's case records for the current evidence collection. Wow. There's magic box was struck. This is where it was struck. If Cal wasn't inside the box at that moment, you might have thought the following water tank. The box, the broken magic box was left in the scene after the girls completed their investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank must have struck really hard. It feels like we're playing Ace Attorney or Danganronpa, it feels like. So yeah. We already got one of the cards for evidence.
So this is the rope that helps us have the water push the fall. The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burnt through so quickly by fireworks?
But either Lainey didn't realize this. What's safety concern?
Why are you suddenly so curious, Traveler?
I'm just looking at where the rope snapped.
Wow. Look! This ship is made from different material. Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
Seems to be flammable.
Huh. So if a boat tank or rope something like made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait! Why aren't you right off the ground? What's this rope?
Touch the rope. Okay. Use less flammable material. Okay.
Wherever the murderer was.
So I have to look for food, but Marie.
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Group members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, but we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Please tell us
Sure,
who she is.
it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The Magic Troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspect. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troupe at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Wow. Excuse me.
Were the pictures the previous cases also taken at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
Thanks for letting us know all this.
I'll need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us. It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Information about the missing lady's identity. Halsey was a painter who all the time disappeared during one of the magic tricks. So that that's the other officer.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all. See, told you. What if the machine picked some big guy? Do you think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we have been waiting on my net with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Sorry about that. Something wrong with it? Okay.
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? A lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection. It turns out the seat number 6 wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time.
Wow.
I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get seats, regardless of whether it's trial or some performance. In other words, Winnie knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That must check out.
Excuse me.
Only because I'd be stressed too.
Just to see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Winnie.
Thanks, sorry about you.
Isn't that fascinating case? I want a better way to down.
Man, no selector. Someone tampered with it. Basically, the whole number selector thing was rigged, essentially. So yeah. Done with that section of the whole thing. He's good.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
I'm not doing that yet.
And why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it, it all started with that loud crash.
What? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the concert?
That's exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, and I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the result of Link's trick with bated breath. So no one paid it much mind. And now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lynn's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
Wait, wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Then when did the water tank have started to swing in that case?
That's true. Suppose I must reconsider.
That just reminds me, though. What was with that sound?
Oh, strange sound during magic show, okay. The thud sound. More investigations over there.
Hey, you. Yes, both of you. Over here. I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now. Huh? Yeah? That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No. And by the looks of it, we'll have some fun tonight. Well, you're running more about that, lady, but who are you?
Well,
Have you never heard of this Shinoji-Roshua?
nope.
Mediating the truths and providing protection to solving conundrums. You name it. Shinoji-Roshua does it. And I, Navi, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Oh, Navia. Oh, okay.
I'm Silver, for attendance. Pleased to meet you.
Alright.
And I'm Meru. The Martel's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Ah. Oh my God. What's this freaking name? Well, I am the second generation president. Caboose and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. But should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Alright, Navia.
If you say so. Nothing remembers this Shinoji-Roshua anyway. All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So you want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Lily and Russian mastermind. Really? This thing's so cute! That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion? Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Okay.
Marina still expected him to figure out Liddy without any decisive evidence whatsoever. What did you?
Yeah, that I noticed too, bro. That I noticed too. I noticed that Farina was just. I know that Farina was just pointing to blame at Laney, just because it occurred as performance, bro. Like, like she's just blaming him wi- without without actual proof, without any evidence, bro.
Well, that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Duchess had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges, just to keep her from getting carried away.
For real, like, so Farina just charges people without actual evidence, bro. Yeah, she just like what I said, Farina jumps to conclusions without actual evidence. Like, for real.
Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Marina was going to back down in that situation. Sounds more like we just don't put by to our time. Well, what's your opinion? You must admit that she can be interesting at times. But liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Well, you put it like that.
All right. I've answered your question. Now, time you answer mine. Wait a minute. Did that answer correct? Well, I say it does. In your opinion, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera? Trial?
Not always.
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it easy for the truth to fall by the wayside.
See, Silver,
Don't use them myself. Traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how each here must be based in fact. And if that's to be done off, then
all right, that's quite enough, Louise. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy. That's my license.
I think you're missing the point, Paimon.
far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental. And we wish to unravel the disappearance. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. It's called the rocket I've seen this thing. I wonder about you up there. What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
Oh, alrighty then. We'll be making some preparations first. Don't think Phil will let us know if they start revealing them tricks. Thanks.
Oh, wow. This person.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first. No, we're not leaving it. We're representing living in Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Will you always sign this entrance? Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here, at least not from that point on.
What about during the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then, either. How can you be so good, Well, because I was in charge of security here at Genshin at that time, I couldn't see any performance from here. It was quite a shame. That's my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even a gross fair fight to me. We militants are good at that sort of thing, you know.
Oh, alright.
Well, it's safe to say that they're cutting us off just here. Alright, here's the bring you out. This will be useful info.
Alright, the entrances and exits in the opera house.
You think everything is real good at the performance venue? I wonder how Lou's discussion with the boys is going. Right?
So,
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes if necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I am just doing my job.
Is it right?
Who's this?
Me? I'm Sandy Latua's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. And I've got a little straight away there. Call me Nadia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join us up?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stairs.
Huh? Let's see.
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything,
alright.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Think there's balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
Back of the door isn't the same.
That? Ooh, inside of the door? What's different about it? I don't think you noticed anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterns. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by smooth wooden boards. So, if you put two and two together, what do you get?
Wait, does that mean...
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box.
And this passage links the two boxes together.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The two magic boxes are positioned right above the two entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with a lucky audience member in it will be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower at any direction, ensuring that the box is faced in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside as he moved along the trolley. All while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
Oh.
That's how you did it.
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movement in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
So what about your side of the trick?
Molly, you were talking that whole time. And we just sit out for a moment near the end.
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
we were able to coordinate when we tried to be assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes, and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of the script. Only Renette and I can perform it.
So, hold on for it. Wow. All the details you revealed was more amazing than the last.
I could tell a lot of thought was put into this.
Renette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on its collar could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word would be would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. He, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened. If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing thing. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use his magic trick to commit a crime. And take a look around. I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime. So Lenny and Renette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up. Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
Alright. That's 3 pieces of evidence right there. Wow. That's a lot to do, bro. So yeah, that'll be it for this episode, y'all guys. We'll continue investigating in the next episode, y'all guys. So see you guys next time. Vibe 18 TV sign off.